Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Pulse Excel. So today in this session we are going to discuss statistical thermodynamics, or we can say the statistical mechanics, which basically provides the link between the your quantum mechanics and the as well as the classical mechanics, means classical thermodynamics. So we already known that, and we cover in the previous session that classical thermodynamic actually basically deals with the macroscopic properties of the matter, whereas the quantum mechanics deal with the microscopic level of properties of the matter. So when we comes to the your statistical mechanics, means statistical thermodynamic, basically we can talk on the theoretical science of the bulk matter, where the various, means we can say the large number of particles are going to be involved. So we can also say it is a nothing but the agglomeration and the combination of the various atomic level and the subatomic particles in together. So we can create the bulk matter, and when we study the theoretical science of this bulk matter, so we can call it as a statistical mechanics. Now depending upon the different physical situation which encounter in nature, these statistical thermodynamic basically divided into three types. Your first one will be the MB statistics, means Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics. Second B is statistics, means Bose-Einstein statistics, and third one will be the FD, means Fermi-Dirac statistics. So in the previous discussion, we talk in detail all the means Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics and their distribution law. We also study the most probable distribution and the entropy concept. Okay, so in the today's session we are going to be briefly actually talk on the your second statistics from the statistical thermodynamic, that is the Bose-Einstein statistics. Sometimes it is also known as what your Bose-Einstein distribution law. So to now in order to very easily understand this Bose-Einstein statistics, some of the major key points that you should keep in mind, like in the previous session when we discussed the Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics, in which we actually develop or we ignore the internal structure of the system, then the particles of the MB system are considered distinguishable from each other, and there is no any restriction on the occupancy of the energy levels. So that is any number of particles can occupy the same energy level. So these are the actually your MB statistics. But when we talk on the your Bose-Einstein statistics, so in that condition we have to approach some of the conditions. So these are the actually major key points to understand the Bose-Einstein statistics. So the first thing that will be the internal structure of the system is taken into account. So we have to take into account the internal structure of the system. Second point that we have to understand that the particles in the system are considered indistinguishable from each other. Because we study the word statistical thermodynamics. So thermodynamic words आया मतलब आपका system यहाँ पे definitely come into the picture. So the particles means whatever particles present in the system, they are going to be considered indistinguishable from each other. That the second point you should understand. Then third point will be there is no any restriction on occupancy of the energy levels. Same way like MB, तो ये point दोनों में same है. Then fourth point जो आपके MB statistics में नहीं था but Bose-Einstein statistics के लिए it is very important, that will be the your fourth point. ये पॉइंट आपको यहाँ पे बहुत प्रॉपरली याद रखना है. दैट विल बी द पार्टिकल्स हैव द इंटीग्रल स्पिन. पार्टिकल्स हैव इंटीग्रल स्पिन मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड ओवर हियर द फोटॉन्स deuterium or helium 4. These are the actually etc example which talking about the integral spin. So the particles basically which obey all these above condition, those particle basically is known as what your bosons. तो उसे हम लोग स्टूडेंट क्या बोलते हैं, बोसॉन्स. मतलब ये सारे कंडीशन जो भी पार्टिकल ओबे करेगा, फॉलो करेगा, उसे हम लोग उस पार्टिकल को हम लोग यहाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं स्टूडेंट, बोसॉन. So these are the actually major theoretical science or theoretical part you have to remember while you are going to be consider the Bose means Einstein statistic. Now we are going to be come to know these things are going to be very clear by the picture. Suppose you can consider the any system that going to be considered we have to take it into the internal structure. मतलब हम एक ऐसे system को यहाँ पे consider करते, we can see the one container in which there will be the number of particles are going to be present. So here you can see these are the actually number of particles are going to be present. Now particles, what second point will be, they are going to be indistinguishable in nature. तो as you can see here, they all are actually what, indistinguishable in nature. मतलब सब सेम है. अब थर्ड, नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन ऑक्यूपेंसी, मतलब वो कौन सी भी एनर्जी लेवल पे कहाँ पर भी हो सकता है. सो एज लुकिंग एट द डायग्राम यू कैन सी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर राइट हैंड साइड in the ground state E0, okay, there will be the here 2, then in the left hand side 3 particles are there, then on the E1 only the 1. So here in the E1 2 particles are there. In the similarly you can see the above also levels. So E1, E2, E3, the particles occupancy, there is a no restriction, they can sit anywhere and they can place anywhere. So these are the actually third point. And the particles have integral spin, so that is a major part. So suppose for example मान लीजिए here I am going to be consider the E0, any energy level. So in that suppose I am going to be place the 3 particle. तो यहाँ पे मान लीजिए E0 इसमें मैंने 3 पार्टिकल कंसिडर किए. सो दे हैव सपोज सम एनी नंबर्स, लाइक सपोज आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द 112 फिगर. सो नाउ व्हाट इज द एक्चुअली प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट अमॉन्ग देमसेल्फ, तो उनका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या होगा. सो आई जस्ट सपोज टू प्लेस नाउ दीज 3 पार्टिकल्स लाइक 112, 2111 और 121. So these are the only the 3 possibility, means E0, okay, energy level, in that your Ni, which is your number of particles, that is going to be placed in a 3 different way. तो जब हम लोग इसे कंसिडर करते उसे एक्चुअली हम लोग यहाँ पर बोलते हैं GI. सो GI एक्चुअली इट इज नथिंग बट द degeneracy of your particles. Degeneracy means how they are going to be degenerate into the same energy level. तो यहाँ in the same energy level how they are going to be distributed. So these are the 3 passion. So suppose now I have to see the partition function, that how they are going to be means differentiate. So if I just suppose to now we understand that these 3 particles are going to be differentiated in this way. So I have to now partition. Suppose I have to take the block over here. So I just now drawing the 3 lines and we have to separate out all the particles. So here how many particles are going to be just supposed to insert 1, 2, 3, 4, but we have only the 3 particles. So from this picture we understand that these particular 4 blocks are not going to be necessary to put all these 3 particles into this. So now to differentiate all these 3 particles in the same energy level, we require only the 2 separation, means 2 partition over here in this actually particular box. So by separate out the 2 lines by drawing in the box, you are going to be separate out all these 3 particles. Okay, so from this we came to know that the whatever particles we have in this, if we going to be subtract 1, then your all the particles are going to be fit together and sit together and completely they follow the criteria. So we can consider as what here GI minus 1, which is talking about the degeneracy. So when we are going to be consider, okay, Ni means your number of particles, GI means GI minus 1, it is actually indicates the degeneracy or the multiplicity in terms of the various energy levels, or the either with the same energy level how they are going to be partitioned. So we can together we can call it as this function. So without that Ni factorial divided by in the bracket GI minus 1 is equal to factorial. So this total term, okay, actually is talking about this particular diagram which gives the total number of arrangement. तो हमारे जो number of particles जो है in the system, how they are going to be arranged, okay, in the given energy, in the various energy level. So how they are going to be arranged, okay, and their distribution will be given by this particular equation number 1. So n factorial plus gi minus 1 factorial divided by ni factorial gi minus 1 factorial. तो ये हमें यहाँ से पता चलेगा. नाउ नेक्स्ट, जैसे कि हमें कुछ कंडीशंस फॉलो करने हैं, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे टू अंडरस्टैंड द बोज एंड स्टैटिस्टिक हम लोग क्यों स्टडी कर रहे हैं, टू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉपर्टीज, टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू बी टेकिंग प्लेस व्हेन योर सिस्टम okay carried out particular this point, they follow this particular theoretical part, so how they are going to be distribute. So वो हम लोग यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. So now here we are going to be follow that. ये हमें पता है, हम लोगों ने कल भी देखा था in Maxwell Boltzmann statistic that your n will be the what your is nothing but the what your total number of particles. ठीक है, ये तो हमें पता है that the total number of particles is going to be what constant, which is nothing but the capital letter n summation over I n I is equal to constant, and these are the actually what your total energy of the system is again going to be constant, which is given by summation over I n I and the epsilon I, which is constant. So we can consider as a equation 2. बिकॉज डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर हमें टोटल नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स भी देखने हैं एंड टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम वो भी हमें चाहिए. तो ये तो हुआ फर्स्ट टर्म, दैट what will be the arrangement and what will be the distribution of particles. Now these are the actually your total number of particles of the system and these are the actually total energy of the system. So we will get here equation number 1 and 2. Now after understanding these, we should understand here what your thermodynamic probability, that what will be the exactly probability. Probability means there will be the assumption that we have to consider that how they are going to be arranged. So what kind of the probability is that? So now to understand over here the thermodynamic probability, here we are going to be sum up with the तो यहाँ पर जो हम लोग वर्ड यहाँ पे जो यूज करते हैं उसे यहाँ पर हम लोग बोलते हैं कैपिटल पाई. ओके, तो ये यहाँ पर हमें लेना है. सो थर्स द थर्मोडायनामिक जो प्रोबेबिलिटी जो है W फॉर द सिस्टम ऑफ व्हाट n particles means total number of particles, that is the number of ways of distributing n particles among the various energy लेवल, जैसे यहाँ पे मैंने डायग्राम में बताया. सो दैट इज एक्चुअली गिवन बाय इक्वेशन नंबर 3. सो दीज आर द W इज इक्वल टू कैपिटल पाई ओवर आई ni plus gi minus 1 factorial divided by ni factorial gi minus 1 open the close the bracket factorial into constant. So this is how you will get now equation 3. Okay, so now after that we are going to be consider the what logarithm of the equation number 3. Now we are going to be taking here log of both the sides of the equation 3. Okay, now in order to what simplify the equation, we have to solve now factorial term. So now to solve the equation 3, we will take the log on both the sides. So what things you will get here, ln W summation over I. अब यहाँ पे देखो हमें क्या लेना है, उनका log कंसिडर करना है. So ln ni plus gi minus 1 माइनस, बिकॉज यहाँ पर क्या है डिवाइड है. सो वेन एवर डिवाइड इज देयर, तो जब हम उसका लॉग में कन्वर्जन करते हैं सो डिवाइड कन्वर्ट इनटू द सब्ट्रैक्शन, और जहां पर मल्टीप्लीकेशन होता है उनका होता है एडिशन. तो बेसिकली ये हुआ इससे सब्ट्रैक्ट, बट इसका लॉग क्या आएगा लैन एन आई प्लस लैन जी आई माइनस 1, बट ये डिवाइड है नेगेटिव, तो यहाँ पे इन ब्रैकेट अगर ओपन किया तो प्लस माइनस माइनस होगा, तो वो मैंने डायरेक्टली यहाँ पर लिख दिया. ठीक है, सो फाइनल इक्वेशन यू विल गेट दैट लैन एन आई फैक्टोरियल माइनस लैन जी आई माइनस 1 फैक्टोरियल प्लस कॉन्स्टेंट विच इज गिवन बाय द इक्वेशन नंबर 4. आई होप सो आपको स्टूडेंट यहाँ तक समझ में आया दैट हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू बी सिंप्लीफाई द इक्वेशन एक्चुअली 3 इंटू दी वॉट यूर इक्वेशन नंबर 4. Now after actually simplification of this, here there will be the one condition to apply the Stirling approximation in the system. There has to be some of the large number of means components should be present. So as you can see in the equation number 4 that Ni and the Gi actually very large numbers. Okay, so to calculate this particular factorial term for the large number of particles, we can invoke the Stirling's approximation, and that will be actually what your ln x factorial, which is nothing but x ln x minus x. Okay, so by applying the Stirling approximation into the equation 4, what you will get? So आपको यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा, अब हम लोग अप्लाई करेंगे ऑन द इक्वेशन 4 द Stirling approximation. So just take a look. So अब हम लोगों ने अप्लाई किया, so what you will get that ln W ओके इज इक्वल टू समेशन ओवर आई. अब यहाँ पे देख लो, यहाँ पर क्या है आपका ln एन आई प्लस जी आई माइनस 1, करेक्ट. और यहाँ पर आप अगर देखोगे तो एन आई एंड द जी आई दैट विल बी द वेरी वेरी लार्ज नंबर ओवर द यूनिटी. तो यहाँ पर यूनिटी को हम लोग कंप्लीटली निग्लेक्ट करेंगे. सो वी आर गोइंग टू ओनली कंसिडर द दिस अप्रोक्सीमेशन स्टर्लिंग अप्रोक्सीमेशन फॉर द एन आई एंड द जी आई. सो व्हाट यू विल गेट दैट एन आई प्लस जी आई. तो एक्स मतलब हमारा ये है यहाँ पर लैन अगेन एक्स एन आई प्लस जी आई माइनस एक्स एन आई प्लस जी आई. तो यहाँ पर एक्स हमने ये कंसिडर किया. नाउ इन द सेकेंड इक्वेशन दिस इज योर एक्स एन आई. तो इस फॉर्मूला में हम लोग ये डालते हैं, तो देख लीजिए एन आई एल एन एन आई माइनस एन आई. अब इसमें यूनिट को इग्नोर करो, जी आई कंसिडर करेंगे, जी आई को इसमें पुट कर दो, जी आई लैन जी आई minus gi. So that's why I'm going to be differentiate with a different color pen, so you can understand all these terms of the equation 4 how it is going to be converted into this Stirling approximation plus constant. So you will get this equation. Now we are going to be simplify that. n ब्रैकेट ओपन किया तो ये क्या होगा एन आई माइनस जी आई, इसको ब्रैकेट ओपन किया तो ये प्लस एन आई बनेगा, ये ब्रैकेट ओपन हुआ तो ये प्लस जी आई बनेगा. सो दिस एन आई जी आई एंड दिस एन आई जी आई टर्म विल बी व्हाट कैंसल. So what things are going to be remaining? The remaining part will be the ln W summation over I. ये पूरा टर्म एज सच यहाँ पर आएगा, प्लस बचेगा यहाँ पर कौन सा एन आई लैन एन आई एंड जी आई लैन जी आई plus constant. So this is how by applying the Stirling approximation you will get the equation number 5. Now after getting the equation number 5, okay, that we are going to be applying the here I mean to say Stirling approximation, that we have to know that the d ln w, the differentiation part, okay, of this particular theory, that should be considered as what is equal to what, 0. Now the over here the whatever the factorial term, okay, we are going to be consider means over here, that we have to actually say that the ni, okay, and the plus what, gi term, okay. So means for example मान लीजिए that gi minus 1, okay, or we can say gi. So ni actually is actually in this condition will be the very last, so it can be treated as what your continuous variable. So that's why the differentiation, okay, of the equation 5 with respect to ni, वो यहाँ पे याद रख लीजिए, because here the ni is going to be very large comparatively your gi, so it can be treated as what your continuous variable in the equation 5. So now we are going to be differentiate this equation 5 with respect to what your ni and setting the differential equal to 0. Now this differential we are going to be set equal to what your 0, okay, and that gives for the most probable thermodynamic state of the system. So now we can start the differentiation of the equation 5 d ln w which equate to the 0, जैसे हम लोगों ने बोला. तो अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इस होल इक्वेशन 5 को हम लोग डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे विथ ni. So what you will get here, that summation over I dni ln ni plus gi, ni plus gi 1 upon ni plus gi dni, minus second term dni ln ni minus ni 1 upon ni dni. gi term will be the constant, so completely we ignore, because gi minus 1, okay, जो हम लोगों ने कंसिडर किया था फॉर द डीजनरेसी टर्म, दैट नथिंग बट द जी आई. सो एन आई प्लस जी आई इज नथिंग बट -1, तो वो होल टर्म हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, कैंसिल करेंगे. तो यहाँ पर हमें मिला. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू बी सॉल्विंग दिस इक्वेशन. सो बिकॉज ये इक्वेशन यहाँ पे कैंसिल हो जाएगा, दिस इक्वेशन ऑल्सो टेंस टू 0, तो रिमेनिंग क्या बचेगा आपका, डी एन आई लैन एन आई जी आई. तो ये हम लोगों ने, और सेकंड क्या बचेगा, डी एन आई लैन एन आई. तो हम लोगों ने इसको यहाँ पर लिखा. सो दिस इज यू विल गेट द इक्वेशन नंबर 6. अब इस इक्वेशन में आप अगर देखोगे डी एन आई टर्म्स आर गोइंग टू बी कॉमन, तो उसको मैंने साइड में लिया. तो आप इस इक्वेशन को ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, लैन एन आई प्लस जी आई अपॉन दी एन आई. सो यू विल गेट दिस इक्वेशन. एंड नाउ दीज आर द एक्चुअली वॉट यूर इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स. Means equation 6 you will get, this will be the independent variable. So in the same way, like from equation number 2, okay, equation 2, if you can see over here, so we can write it down the equation 2 like that, the summation, okay, differentiation part of the your capital N means total number of particles is nothing but this summation over I dni is equal to 0, and the differentiation of your total energy of the system, that will be the dE is equal to summation over I epsilon I dni is equal to 0. So now if I am going to be consider, this is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2, and this is your equation number 3. So all these three equations are going to be independent variable, and we have to further calculate their mathematical expression, and we have to calculate their data. So in order to solve, or in order to calculate all these independent variables, we going to apply the Lagrange's undetermined multipliers method. Okay, so now here we are going to be applying which method, student? The Lagrange's undetermined multipliers. Undetermined multipliers, because when we use this particular method to solve these independent variables, we take the alpha and beta value. अब alpha and beta still having what, uncalculated, जो हम लोगों ने determine नहीं की इसकी value, so that's why we can call it as what, undetermined multipliers. ठीक है. अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे, that whatever we will get the equation number 6 and the equation 7, in that the your equation 2 will be multiplied with the alpha and equation 3 multiplied with the beta, and the whatever value you will get, that should be subtracting from the equation 1, and this is how we solve the Lagrange's undetermined multipliers. So basically we can say that -1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 0. ये होता है आपका Lagrange's undetermined multipliers. तो वही हम लोग अभी अप्लाई करेंगे. सो माइनस क्या लेना है, इक्वेशन 6 विच इज माइनस लैन वॉट एन आई जी आई है ना. ओके, ये है टर्म एन आई गेट कैंसिल, तो 1 प्लस हुआ जे आई अपॉन एन आई डी एन आई, प्लस अब ये टर्म को अल्फा से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, तो अल्फा समेशन ओवर आई डी एन आई प्लस बीटा what, epsilon I dni is equal to 0. So this is how by applying Lagrange's undetermined multiplier you will get the equation 8. After that, now we have to what, in order to solve this particular what factorial all the terms and mathematical concept. So summation over I minus ln 1 plus gi upon ni gives me, now over here you can see in the all this term dni term will be the constant, we kept as a over means out of the bracket in common. So what things are going to be remain in the bracket, that minus ln 1 plus gi ni, यहाँ पर अल्फा और यहाँ पे बचेगा आपका बीटा एप्सिलॉन आई. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कीपिंग इनटू द ब्रैकेट एंड डीएनआई ओवर द आई. नाउ हियर वन मोर थिंग इज दैट द समेशन ओवर आई डीएनआई इज इक्वल टू 0 which is actually not equal to 0. So in that case, in order to, okay, we have to consider the square bracket is equal to 0. Okay, so in that case you are again the alpha plus beta epsilon I minus ln 1 plus j upon ni is equal to what 0. तो ये हम लोगों ने कंडीशन यहाँ पर अप्लाई किया. तो इस इक्वेशन को अब हम लोग रीअरेंज करने के बाद ऐसे लिख सकते हैं दैट योर ln 1 plus j upon ni, now this whole term will be come towards the right hand side alpha plus beta epsilon I. Again we are going to be modify this equation that gi upon ni, okay, plus 1. अब ln इस साइड अगर आता है राइट हैंड साइड, देन व्हाट विल हैपन दैट ई रेस टू अल्फा प्लस बीटा एप्सिलॉन आई बन जाएगा. और वी कैन से सेम इक्वेशन दैट एन आई इज इक्वल टू, फिर यहाँ पे क्या होगा जी आई अपॉन, ये इक्वेशन यहाँ पर आएगा तो क्या मिलेगा आपको ई रेस बाय पावर अल्फा प्लस बीटा एप्सिलॉन आई माइनस 1. एंड दिस एक्चुअली पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन नंबर 9 एक्चुअली नोन as your most probable distribution of n number of particles among the various energy levels according to the Bose-Einstein statistic. और इसे ही हम लोग स्टूडेंट क्या बोलते हैं, BE statistics. ठीक है, इसे ही हम लोग बोलते हैं इक्वेशन नंबर 9 को व्हाट, BE statistics. So this equation number 9 actually gives the what your student expression for the most probable distribution of the total number of particles among the various energy levels according to this Bose-Einstein statistics. So this is how we are going to be derive the equation. But students, still if you have any doubt regarding this particular derivation, so you should definitely ask to me. So I definitely resolve your all the problems. So once again student, thank you so much watching this video. If you really like this video, then don't forget to subscribe us. And one more thing means from your comment I should understand जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ आपको समझ में आ रहा है. So comment on the session that whether you understand or not. Okay, so once again thanks a lot.